Spider-Man's uncle famously said, "With great power comes great responsibility." Now, I'm here to tell you that this quote does not only apply to superheroes, but also to animal shelter rescuers. Now, as much as I love the Spider-Man movies, I'm not here to talk about superheroes. I'm here to talk about dogs, my own specifically. Now, we have to go way, way back to the time that I first could talk. And some of my first words were, "Mom, let's get a dog." I adored dogs. I was obsessed with them. And when I say obsessed, I mean really, really obsessed. I would watch movies and shows exclusively about dogs, and I would beg and beg and beg my parents nonstop in any way I could think of to convince them to get a dog. And every single time they would say, "Nope, we're not getting one. It's too big of a responsibility." And I would argue back and I would say, "But we have a big yard and I would be the one responsible for it. I love dogs so much. I would be responsible for it." And they would always say, "No, you would give up and we would end up being the ones taking care of it, and we don't want to do that." And it was just this constant battle my whole time growing up. And my parents never ended up getting me a dog. Now, fast forward to now, and I'm married, and we finally found ourselves living in a condo that allowed pets. And so for my birthday last year, we drove up to the Humane Society Animal Shelter and decided to adopt a dog. And all my wildest dreams came true that day. No, but we went into the shelter, and in my mind, I was thinking, I want a little dog because we're living in a smaller condo. And we walk through, and all the dogs run up and bark and jump up on the fences at us. And I look and I see one little black dog curled up in the corner while all the others are hyperly running around. And I asked one of the Humane Society workers, "Can we take a look at that one?" And we ended up falling in love with him. We named him Indy. Now, he is such a big joy in our lives, but I must admit that I soon realized what my parents were talking about. Having a dog is a huge responsibility. I mean, especially when you live on an upper floor condo and it's 10 degrees outside and snowing and your dog needs to pee and he takes his time doing it. It's a very big responsibility. But I remember back to that poor little scared animal curled up in a corner, and I remember that the responsibility is worth it because we rescued a life that day. And we can all be superheroes to those animals in rescue shelters by adopting. Now, even though that comes with a big responsibility, you're saving a life. And with that great power comes great responsibility, comes great reward. Thank you.